It's all in the details, guys. NBA veteran and most likely Hall of Famer, the point guard Chris Paul has been one of the best players in the NBA for almost 2 decades now. And he's now given us one of the best Jordan 1 lows we've seen this year. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Jordan 1 low OG Give Them Flowers. So these released on October the 24th for a retail price of $160, and they were extremely limited. There's rumors that there were only about 20,000 pairs worldwide, and they only seem to release on the sneakers app. I thought the timing of the release was a bit strange because in pretty much the same week we had this pair right here. This is the Jordan 1 Low Neutral Gray, which I just dropped a review for. And as you can see from a colorway point of view, very similar looking Jordan 1s releasing in the same week. I was very hyped to pick these up. This now marks the 2nd year in a row that we've seen an NBA player get his own version of a Jordan 1 Low. Last year we had these, the Jordan 1 Low Voodoo, which was made for Zion Williamson. I picked these up for close to retail. They're going for nearly double now. If you watch my review of these, I did say that in my opinion they were one of the best Jordan 1 lows to release last year. And I honestly feel the same about this Chris Paul Jordan 1 low. There's a lot of special details on the shoe that truly make it a unique pair. But first, let's start off with the box, which is the least unique part about this shoe. You're getting a very standard Jordan 1 box here, so nothing else to talk about here. Let's move on. And getting into the shoes now, the name of the shoe and the concept of the shoe is Give Them Flowers, which according to Chris Paul in an interview he did with BR Kicks, the sneaker is supposed to be for those people out there who truly enjoy sneakers. It's like it's a perfect gift for them, like giving them their flowers. I actually interpreted the name of this shoe completely differently. Chris Paul, in my opinion, one of the most underappreciated players of his generation. We all love to talk about LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, but because Chris Paul hasn't won a championship yet, he doesn't get talked about enough by fans as one of the greatest players of the last 2 decades. So I interpreted the name of the shoe as, you know, giving Chris Paul his flowers, acknowledging the great player that he is. That's pretty much just what I took from this name. And Chris said that when he was designing the shoe, he definitely wanted them to look clean. And from afar, that's exactly what these shoes look like. When you have them on feet, they look like a crispy white sneaker. But when you look at it up close, you see that very intricate detailing on that white leather upper, which we've never seen on another Jordan sneaker before. You have to see these in hand to appreciate them. The other material used on this shoe is this very hairy suede, guys. And I have to say, it's one of the softest, one of the nicest feeling suedes that I have felt on a Jordan this year. According to the box, the color used here is light cream. You see it on the toe box as well as the swooshes, and also on the heel tab where you see the Wings logo. The tongue is also made out of that same material, that hairy suede, and that Nike logo looks super clean, done in that light cream color. This version of the sneaker, obviously super clean, but there was actually even a friends and family pair, which featured a super unique swoosh, which was made out of a flower pattern as well, and it was more colorful. Another great feature with the sneaker is the insole. Have a look at that beautiful looking insole, which is done in a bluish color, a whole bunch of flowers there. And it also features Chris Paul's owl logo, which is supposed to symbolize him, his wife, and his kids. Underneath the tongue, you see another hidden detail there. It says Give Them Flowers. Moving down to the midsole of this sneaker, it's actually quite an interesting looking midsole because I thought it was cream when looking at pictures, but having it in hand, it's more of like a light pinkish color, which is very similar to the midsole you saw on the Ama Manier ones. And have a look at that really nice outsole as well. It is translucent, and on the inside you can see some more of that beautiful flower pattern. They really took that Give Them Flowers concept literally because there's flowers all over the shoe, on the insole, on the outsole, all over the upper. There's a lot of flowers. The laces that come with this pair definitely feel quite premium. They're not exactly waxed laces, but you can tell that they're much better quality than most of the laces you get on Jordan 1s. And you get 3 extra pairs of laces. One is a sail color. Then you also have this very light green. I would describe it like a pistachio green. And then finally, my favorite of them all, it does come with these pink laces, which I definitely wanted to put on the shoe to show you guys because I think this is the best color laces on the sneaker. Gives gives the sneaker a nice pop of color, and it just looks very nice because the midsole, like I was saying earlier, is also pinkish looking. So it just really goes super well with the overall tones of the shoe. For me at least, these are the laces that I would choose to keep on this pair. But let me know in the comments if you'd rather keep the white laces or would you go with the pink. So to me, this is pretty much like a luxury Jordan 1. I'm not usually someone who would wear sneakers with, let's say, a suit, for example, but this is one of the few sneakers where I would make that exception. This is a sneaker that you can definitely dress up. I think if you wear a suit with a normal Jordan 1 low, it's just a bit too casual in my opinion. But with these, you can definitely pull it off. They just have that kind of vibe to them. I noticed some people online saying that they experienced some quality control issues with this sneaker. One particular concern seemed to be with the length of the tongues being different on the right and left pair. With my pair, I don't know if I got a flawless pair or what, but mine seemed to have no quality issues at all. The suede feels super soft, the leather feels great as well. So hopefully if you guys are thinking about buying these, you get a great pair too. Moving on to the on feet section of this video, I did something a little different here. I was saying earlier that this shoe was really giving me more formal kind of luxury vibes. So I'm like, why don't I try wearing these with some dress pants, which is not something I typically do in the on feet sections of my videos. And I think it works really well on this sneaker. And when it comes to sizing, so I actually got these in a half size down because Jordan 1 low OGs, they typically do fit kind of big, and I definitely think it was the right size to go with. For most of you watching this video, I think you can easily go a half size down in these and it will be still very comfortable. If you do have wide feet, however, it can get a bit narrow in the toe area, especially the pinky toe area, so you might want to go up to your true size. But I definitely think most of you guys can easily go down half in these and you should be able to wear these no problem. I said at the top of this video that these were very limited, apparently only 20,000 pairs worldwide, so I'm not at all surprised to see these rather high resale prices. It seems like most of these sizes are going for around double what the retail was. Will these go down or up? I don't know. I'm not very good at predicting these. I don't think anyone is, honestly. I think maybe because these are releasing at around the same time as the neutral grays, I feel like a lot of people will just grab those instead because they're just going to be a lot easier to obtain. But if we want to compare this with the other NBA related Jordan 1 which released last year, the Voodoo ones, those have dramatically gone up in price this year, almost double. And those were also a pretty limited shoe. Now I don't know if we'll see the same thing with these. However, Chris Paul, he is a very popular player. He's approaching retirement, and let's say he does retire after this year, I feel like that might even give these another boost in value. But I'm not trying to make predictions here, guys. If you want to cop these shoes, they're going for around 300 right now. I will leave a StockX link in the description. Overall, the Jordan 1 low Chris Paul, give them flowers. Are these a cop or a drop? I do have one concern with the shoe, if I gotta be honest, and that's gonna be how dirty these might get if I start wearing them. This upper is not like it's a nice smooth leather that's gonna be easy to clean. I feel like dirt's gonna be kind of difficult to get off of this shoe. So even though the colors on these are quite clean, I would definitely not say that these are an everyday beater type of shoe. It's a shoe that you want to save for special occasions. And because of that reason, it makes it hard for me to justify what these are going for right now on the resale market, because if it's a shoe that I'm only gonna wear a few times and always be worrying about getting these dirty, then I don't know if I actually want to be spending all that much on these. But if I remove that concern and I just look at the shoe, I'm like, wow, these are such a good looking pair of Jordan 1s. I love all the details on here. Love the pink laces as well. Yeah, so for me, I'm feeling these, but let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this pair right here? And if you haven't already done so, make sure you're following me on Instagram, guys. That's where I'm dropping tons of content every day, and that's where I'm the most active. I respond to pretty much every single one of you guys who DM me. Check out the bi-weekly sneaker podcast as well, the Kickback Pod. The links can be found in the description. Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you got, you can find them in the description. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.